Correct.
It's with a heavy heart that we here at Snack and Flick announce the passing of two comedic legends. On September 14th, Norm Macdonald lost his battle with cancer. Also today, September 20th, Anthony A.J. Johnson also passed for reasons undisclosed at this time. We will forever remember Norm for his roles in SNL, Billy Madison, and Anthony will be remembered for his roles in Friday and Menace to Society. I think I can speak for all of us. Thank you both for all your work, and rest in peace. Now we ask that everyone join us in a moment of silence.
Yes.
I
Okay.
wanted to do it, but I didn't want to say it. I was like,
No, don't be an ass. Don't.
Please, Drew.
Welcome. Greetings and salutations. It's a great show we have lined up for you here at Snack and Flicks. I ain't got no snacks, but we definitely gonna talk about some flicks and the rest of that shit. So,
Right.
oh, really? You just off the damn 3D Doritos?
Want one?
Yeah.
Take one.
The hell to do fucking digitally. We need a studio. But thank you guys for joining us here. So let's go ahead and get into these coming attractions. Oh, I'm sorry. It's your boy Trey Proper. Everybody introduce yourselves. My bad.
Your boy Dragon Chill's here.
it's your boy Gadoni.
Our own nemesis. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday.
He is
Happy.
happy. That is a good
Yeah.
sign. Ro is happy. Let's go.
All right. Go and get these damn it. Sorry, my bad. Too many freaking shows. Coming attractions. So, we're also ready to celebrate the Carrie movie's 45th anniversary. That's coming up, as well as the Transformers movie 35th anniversary. Those are coming up in the next couple of days, and
dropping on Sunday.
Yeah, and you can go rewatch them if you want to in select theaters. Look online for your local theater listings to see exactly where you can go watch them. And hey guys, how you doing on YouTube? I see your comments. Brittany and Brianna, what's going on? Thank you for joining us here. Because Facebook decided to say F us for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, moving on.
Your guess is good as mine.
Did you just call me Brianna?
No. Wait.
Yeah, you did.
Oh shit. My bad.
That's a him.
Well,
my bad.
Because right when you said that, it popped up. I'm like, who
wait
the
a
hell
minute.
is Brianna?
Oops. My bad. Yeah.
I realized that
Brennan.
I have my own nemesis account attached right now, apparently. So,
yeah. So everybody
Hi,
see his
guys.
real name. Also, we've got the news that Venom has been pushed up to October 1st. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't know.
it's
I guess
just-
they're just trying to put. Yeah.
I
Go
was
ahead.
just-
I'll let you go first.
I was gonna say that just means sooner that it's going to just be disappointing us. That's all.
Okay.
If you don't know why I say
Yeah.
this, they finally announced
PG-13.
it will be PG-13 again. Venom and Carnage are going to be
No,
Let there be
PG-13.
wait.
carnage.
Now, let me say one thing, and it doesn't excuse the fact that it's a PG-13 movie.
Really?
But no. What happened?
Leo,
Was,
No. He put a fake social security number up there in the comments. Fucking asshole. But go ahead, Drew.
I don't see it up there. I can't.
I
It's
see
coming.
it.
All I see is Edward.
It's there. And
Oh,
after that,
okay. Anyways, the only stupid thing that I can think of saying this, and it's not even that great of a comment because it's still PG-13. They said, "Oh, it's going to press the limits of PG-13." Then make it fucking rated R. What the?
I agree with you.
it'd
If
be
you're gonna
just as
push
simple.
The limits, just make it rated R.
We are gonna push the limits of PG-13. We're going for that PG-14 rating.
We're going to drop that one F-bomb, and that's it.
No,
They can't even drop
it's
the
gonna
one.
be two. It's gonna be 2 F-bombs.
Then it's gonna get an R rating if
No,
they drop
no,
two.
they're allowed to drop one in a PG-13.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they drop two, then they have to give the R rating, or they gotta edit it out.
You know
I'm
what-
just.
You know where they're gonna use it? At the end of the movie, post credits. You wasted your fucking money.
Facts.
Yep.
I mean, okay. Now I know everybody in here hates the fact that it's PG-13, and yes, I know everybody in here is going to hate going to see it, but I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna see it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I
Trey,
plan on
don't
seeing
sit
it.
there. Don't sit there and roll your eyes. You can sit there and roll your eyes, but I know you're gonna see it anyways. Just so you can do this. No, just so you can do this. That was the worst Venom movie I have ever seen in my goddamn life.
he made
And
that
that says
mistake
a lot,
one
'cause I've only
time.
seen 2 at that point. But if I go watch it, I'm so tempted to just wait and just wait and wait until I can actually acquire it through other means. That's really what I'm thinking about doing. I'm not trying to say because we're on YouTube primarily right now, but yeah, I think that it is a waste of time. You wasting your fucking money. Don't do it. Like, and this is the reason why they keep making these fucking movies, because people keep paying Sony, and Sony's like, we can make money off of it. If we stop supporting Sony, they're going to give us back the properties of Spider-Man. They're going to do it. Or Apple, if you buy them, they have to give it back. So I need some bigwig out there to purchase Sony Entertainment. That's what I need. That's part of their contract. Like, if they get acquired by another company, they have to give back those rights.
Marvel
what,
gets all their stuff back.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I know, Trey, I'll tell you what. I know a necromancer down the street. We'll get Steve Jobs resurrected. We'll go from there.
Okay. Good luck with that. Stay over there, though. Good luck with that.
not to figure like, yep, nope, I'm good.
Nope. I'm good. I'll pass. Hard pass. So yeah, I mean, it's Carnage is notably one of the most dangerous and villainous of Spider-Man's villains, even beyond Venom himself. And Venom can be pretty freaking deadly, but it's like he has a story called Maximum Carnage. They had the name to their movie right there. And like I've always said about comic book movies, you literally have a book that's a storyboard. You know what? I need to find that book. I need to find Maximum Carnage because it's a great trade. But
yes.
Yeah, stay way over there. Yes.
Are you on YouTube? Because I'm not getting any.
Yes,
of the comments.
YouTube.
Yes, we're
I
all
watched
on YouTube.
the YouTube.
Okay, now they're coming up.
They'll come up on the screen as they come. But it's a waste of time. Don't support Sony. Like, no, they're fucked up is what they are. But anything else on the Carnage debacle?
I mean, I'm gonna be one of those people that goes and sees it just because I see everything. But I too believe, like you, it's just gonna be you're gonna watch it, you're gonna sit through it, then you're gonna be like, would have been so much better if that was just fucking rated R. I mean, realistically, because Carnage is the craziest, most insane fucking villain, like one of the most insane villains in Marvel.
Yeah,
and he's PG-13.
Do it.
He's
if
paranoid
Deadpool
schizophrenic.
has taught us anything. No, I know, but what I'm saying is, if Deadpool has taught us anything, it does not fucking matter if it's rated R. Parents will still go take their kids to see that movie. Because I know there was a shit ton of kids out there that
watched Deadpool. Yeah,
yes.
Little Trey begged me. He begged me to take. I was like, I'm not. We're not going to be the father-son duo in this theater. No, I have to watch it first, and then you can watch it later. I'm not going, and then I also don't want to hear your mother's mouth. So leave it alone. That's pretty much how I carried it.
You remember when they made? You remember when they remade Deadpool and dropped it to PG-13 Christmas special?
Yeah.
And it's still sold.
Yeah, I mean, I refuse.
It was funny because it was like the Princess Bride for Deadpool. It was hilarious.
Right.
Come on, it was funny.
It was. I did like that touch, but just hear me out, right? Parents will take their kids to see anything superhero related. Fact. If it wasn't for Deadpool, the other half of the spectrum on DC is, do you know how many people went to see the Joker with their kids and then had a problem that there wasn't enough Batman?
There was no Batman. Batman was 4. You fucking idiots. Don't get me started on. Don't do that. Don't. I'm putting that behind me. God, they're gonna make a sequel to that, and I'm putting it behind me. It's behind me.
They're still making a sequel.
Sequel to what?
Okay, wait.
Joker?
What I've
no,
heard.
they're not. Joaquin said he's not doing it.
Oh, then he's smart. He's smart because
They're doing a sequel, but Joaquin Phoenix was never actually the true Joker. That's what they're saying. He just played a guy who is the image of the Joker who turns somebody else into the real Joker. Don't ask me. That's what they said. That's what they said. I'm just giving you the facts that I know that I've got. That's all.
Yeah, because if I ever meet Joaquin Phoenix in person, it's on site. It's on site. You should never have taken that role. You should have turned it the fuck down.
You know what, Trey? I'm going to disagree with you there. I thought he did a good job with it. I thought that movie was good. I enjoyed it. You can look at me like, okay, you know what? You seem like the kind of person that would support Jared Leto as a Joker. Is that what we're going with here?
What the fuck? How dare you?
Well, if we were hoping to get monetized, we ain't now.
You just took me all the way out of my character. That's cool. Funny. No. No, Jared Leto, no. Fuck this, no. Moving on to other comic attractions, because I'm tired of talking about this shit.
Brought the Jared Leto
that was a quick
007, No Time to Die. So, I'll go. Well, did anybody else have anything else to say about Venom?
I was going to tell you a quick story. So,
Okay.
over the weekend, I was, out on the road, and my sister-in-law sends me a text message. She said, "Hey, Woody Harrelson's going to be in the new Venom. How do we feel about this?" And I said, since I know you don't know nothing about comics, you'll know Woody Harrelson is going to play the hell of that role. So you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. But for me, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. He's going to play the hell of that role, but still it's going to hurt. It's not going to live up to what it should be. But he's going to try his best. I'll say this: Woody Harrelson's going to try his best to make this the best it can be.
Did you say that was your sister?
Sister-in-law.
Or your sister-in-law? Asked about a movie that we talked about on our podcast. Tell her to go back and watch the episode on it. Say, hey, we have a podcast. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Go check it out.
Yeah. And they get judged by Trey later.
So I will say this would be the last thing I say on the Venom. So you have Woody Harrelson, right? Natural Born Killers.
Yes.
All the craziness. They should have just done a rated R version of Venom, Natural Born Killer style. That's it. Would have been great.
Get the symbiote to hold the handy cam the whole time. Yeah, shit. I'll take it.
Whatever.
I'll take it.
No, but you get what I mean. That they should make it rated R in that sense of carnage.
Yes. Venom's first comic issue, his first standalone comic was called Lethal Protector. He killed the bad guys. There was nothing PG about the first muggers that he took down. He cracked a guy's skull open. Like you don't PG that,
you
but
can't make it a PG-13.
Anyway, okay.
What can I say except you're welcome for the wonderful trigger of Trey.
I gotta stop being so easy for my buttons to get pushed. Anyway, all right. Moving on to the next topic in the coming attractions. 007. Oh no, I'm sorry. Before that, I got excited about this. So the guys actually dropped this note to me earlier today. The Many Saints of Newark, a prequel movie to the Sopranos show.
Yep.
I'm excited for this, and I'm excited for one reason and one reason only, because they actually got Michael Gandolfini, the son of the late great James Gandolfini, and he's playing his father. He's playing the Tony Soprano role in this prequel, and I'm actually excited. So, has everybody seen Sopranos?
Yes.
I've seen episodes here and there. I try and stay away from cliche Italian shows.
Okay.
He is Italian, so
I say the same thing about The Wire. I get it.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's like
Trey,
I
have you
get
seen
it.
The
No,
Godfather?
and I've watched it. It's good, but
Have you
What'd
seen
you
The
say?
Godfather?
again, I've seen The Godfather,
pieces-
of course.
bits and
The
pieces
only
of it?
good thing about Godfather is Godfather 1 and 2, and then you can throw away 3.
Fair enough. I think everybody can say that.
Yeah,
I won't disagree there.
Okay. So everybody's seen. So you've seen bits and pieces, but everybody else has seen.
yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
I just
Do you
never
know how
seen
it
the ending
ended?
was-
I heard how it
It
ended.
just ended with a black screen.
oh God, y'all have to. So okay, you don't have to. It's what 10 years old, almost 12 years old now, but it's a
More than
great
that.
show. More than that, yeah, it's an old show, but it's an old HBO show, classic about an Italian family, and they were in the business. I'm not going to say the M word because I don't want nobody coming after me because I ain't got no guns. So, no real ones anyway.
They were mobsters. Just say it.
You
Jesus
can say
Christ.
it. Yeah, you can say it. My
Well-
black ass is not saying it.
So I want
It was
to
about an
thank.
Italian mafia. There you go. I've said it. If I said too much, probably.
I want to thank my local FBI agent that's watching me right now because I literally went to Google and typed in when did, and it's like, when did The Sopranos end? June 10th, 2007.
Tell that fat black guy he's right. He should keep his mouth shut. Yes. So, but yeah, it's a great show. Following the exploits of their family and the hierarchy, how they went through things, the things they got away with, the things they didn't get away with, murder, sex, everything was in this show. And I was way too young to be watching this show while I was in the back sneaking around the corner of my room while they watched it late at night, and I'm like, I would almost get my ass beat because they turn around and be like, and I had to scurry back away. So, but eventually I went back and watched the whole thing. What did you guys think of Sopranos?
As
It was-
someone
I mean,
who's
from
never
what I've
watched
seen,
it,
was a good show.
Mhm.
You've never watched it?
no,
Oh, you never watched it?
no.
Oh yeah, you should
And
definitely.
not
at least
not only I
watch
haven't watched it, Brittany Payne also says she's never watched it either.
That's fine. I
You know,
mean,
you
it's
can
not
try to hide-
again.
You can try to hide behind our viewers, but it will not work for you. Our viewers, I can get behind our viewers. You know, they can live their best life. Yeah, no, man. We got to talk about some stuff that you have not seen. I'm gonna need to take a trip down there just to watch movies with you and be like, hey, guess what? I'm gonna chain you to the couch, tape your eyes up. We're watching this.
Yes, the whole time. We'll get you some eye drops.
I-
Get some Visine. You'll be okay.
I can say this much, gentlemen. It is a good show. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, it ran for what, like 10
Yeah.
years,
Mhm.
something like that. So, I mean, it's not a bad show if it runs for 10 years. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Mhm.
it was a great show and never watched it.
Apparently,
I mean,
there's
again,
a lot
it's-
of people who have never
again,
watched
it's
it.
not everybody's.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea because not everybody likes to hear about Italian mafia and everything else. I mean, it is what it is.
He said it again. He
It's
said
a
it again.
genre that's been run.
He'll
I'm
continue
just
to
saying
say
it's a genre that has been run into the ground.
Yes.
It really has.
I mean,
and
but in all honesty, I think that was the last great like media form of it. I don't think we've seen many other ones, except for the movie She Hate Me, and they had some characters but they weren't the main focus. Like we've seen characters play roles in those stances, but we haven't seen a media project about that type of lifestyle. And as far as I know, I could be wrong. As far as I know, that was the last great bastion of it. So,
well, I mean, at least TV series
also
wise, it
aside-
was. I mean, they had The
Yeah.
Departed, they had everything.
Mhm.
else.
Oh yeah,
You know,
but
I
that was
mean, they had
Irish.
a
They were
lot.
Irish mafia though.
Yeah, they were
But they had
Irish and
Italian.
Anaconda.
Mhm.
They also had some Italians. there.
Are we talking
It
about the
was-
gang?
They
limited.
literally shot 2 Italians in it, but that's it.
Yeah.
Mm.
You talking about
Okay.
the gangs in New York?
I still think, and correct me if I'm wrong, besides The Godfather, okay, and I'm not talking the whole trilogy, just besides
got
The
you.
Godfather,
Mhm.
some of the greatest ones were probably The Untouchables.
yeah.
That was a fantastic
Facts.
movie. Go ahead, what you got?
Number one. No, that's the number one mob movie of all time, in my opinion. And I will stand by that one.
I would probably put the original Godfather up there. You also have to put Casino up there. You have to put Goodfellas up there.
Goodfellas.
There's a
Goodfellas is
lot of
amazing.
good mob movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now you
But again,
can't leave. That shit
That's
sticks cold as shit to this day.
That is sticking to the Italian side. Overall, mob movies, Departed will always be my favorite. It's I live in New
Mhm.
England. I love
Oh,
the
yeah.
Boston area.
Boston.
So,
Yeah,
hey,
Mark
so you
Wahlberg.
find me funny, huh? What, funny like a clown? Who's laughing now?
Oh,
Who's
Joe.
laughing?
Let me get your fucking shine box. Yeah, that shit. Okay.
Who the fuck are you?
so-
But
I'm the guy
again,
who does
you
the
had,
job.
you had like the standard cast of every freaking. You had Joe Pesci, Ray Liotta, De Niro, all of them
Yep.
were in every single
Yep.
freaking Italian.
I mean, you got to go big.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Heat was a good one too.
I've actually
Heat.
never seen Heat. That's one I have
It's
not
a
seen.
long ass movie.
Okay.
That's a long
That's
movie.
what that's what both Al Pacino and
3
Robert
hours.
De Niro, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have not watched that one yet. I need
Was
to.
that
I need
really?
to add that to my
Well, was
list.
that really that style, or was it more?
It was a heist movie.
It was a
but
heist
still
movie.
About
Mm.
yeah.
But it had elements.
Donnie Brasco.
Oh man, is that a topic for next week? Is criminal movies? Because if so,
Let's
we are
do
talking.
it. There we
Okay.
go. We always
Full
do
send.
this. That's great. Let's move on. We're excited. Are you going to watch the Many Saints of Newark, gentlemen?
Oh,
It's coming out on HBO Max.
Yes,
so yeah.
I did not write down. October 1st. That's when it comes out. Okay.
Nice.
If you have HBO Max, I think there's actually some deals going on HBO Max. So you can get it free for 6 months. So
yeah, 50% off.
50%
for,
off for
6
6
months.
months.
So go check it out.
All
Go
right.
check it out if you don't have it, or talk to somebody who has it and get their, acquire it. I'm gonna say it like that. But looking forward to
Question is,
that.
Trey, do we do criminal movies or do we spy movies?
Let's do criminal movies. Let's do criminal movies
Okay.
first, and then we can do spy movies. Goodfellas, Casino.
I see there, Graham. Ronin isn't quite a mafia movie, but it's one of my favorites too. That's a good one too. Goodfellas, Casino. Yes, Patrice.
Oh yeah.
We have mentioned those.
So it looks like the audience is asking for criminal shows.
Oh yeah,
Let's
we're
do
doing
it.
criminals.
You know what's a good one, even though it's not realistically a criminal show, but it was a good one, even though it was the Mexican mafia / army. Desperado.
Desperado
was a
still.
great one.
See that
Well-
was actually Desperado's my introduction
So
to Selma
you're
Hayek.
you're talking about Desperado, the mariachi, and the.
Desperado, not El Mariachi. El
I'm-
Mariachi was good, but Desperado was.
I'm just saying
I
that,
didn't-
that's the series
Mhm.
of them though. It was
Yeah,
El Mariachi,
yeah.
Desperado, and the one with Johnny Depp. I can't think of the name of it.
Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a
Is
Time
that
in
what that
Mexico.
was?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do spy without talking unspeakable. We'll get the spy movies the following week, Graham Dixon. Answering the question I'm sorry, I can't say it. If I mess it up, please forgive me.
TKO.
TKO Yasu Forever. Do they doing prequel? I'm assuming you're asking, are they? Yes, they are doing the prequel movie for The Sopranos. That's what we were speaking of. Okay.
That's Jamie. Hey, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want your name on be on YouTube, but hi, Jamie. Now it's up there. Jamie.
Because everyone's putting everybody's real names out there.
There we go.
Oh, I know her.
It's cool. And wow, dude, if you get out, Graham. He said, "Wow, wow, West, get out."
I'm gonna stand up for our viewer here. Wild Wild West was an amazing movie.
It has nothing to do with the context of the movies that we're talking about right now.
You're
Goddamn,
talking.
I don't care.
No, it did,
It's
and
got
I'll tell you
no-
exactly where it was. Simon Hayek.
Ooh,
Salma Hayek,
Oh,
I take it back. Yeah, I take it back. Well, what was the vampire movie with the Play-Doh vampires?
Dust Till Dawn.
Dust Till Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get thirsty
why
tonight.
do I feel like I just know Trey was like, and pause.
You did fat. Yes, I did. I was a very, very precocious young boy. Anyway,
Swipes and
so,
giggles.
yes.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you. So the next list of yes, now we can get into it. I said it earlier. 007, No Time to Die. That's dropping October 8th. That's coming out in theaters. It is. You guys said that it was Daniel Craig's last performance in the Bond role.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Has he made a statement? Did he say like I'm tired of this?
Yeah,
or-
no. They've been talking about it since the last Bond movie, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, they're always on contract. I mean, dare I ask you boys who you think is the best James Bond?
Sean Connery, no question.
All right, there you go. I would say the top tier
Mhm.
would go Sean Connery, probably Roger Moore,
Mhm.
then Daniel Craig, and then the other ones.
Okay. I would put Daniel Craig below Pierce Brosnan, in my opinion.
I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
I
I forgot Pierce Brosnan. So yeah, Pierce Brosnan, then Daniel Craig, then The other one.
The people we don't know the names. We don't know. You were Bond.
I know the names. It's Jesus Christ. He played the villain in Rocketeer. The hell is his name? Timothy Dalton.
Yes.
Timothy Dalton was one, and then you had the Queen's Special Secret Service, which was atrocious. I can't remember the guy's name, but
Graham
yeah, it was
Dixon
terrible.
said that Daniel Craig said he's getting too old for this shit, and that's a true statement. Tree Smith, his farewell speech was so sweet.
It's Sir Sean Connery. Put some respect on his name. Said that.
Well, no. Wait, how about this one? It was
wow.
Sean Connery.
Wow. That
He's dead now.
we know. What the fuck? Anyway,
Drew's about he's about to have everyone
honest.
coming after him.
Exactly. Go after that box. Leave this box alone.
Don't attack me. I was just gonna go ahead and bring up the fact that the best representation of Sir Sean Connery is still Saturday Night Live.
Turd Ferguson.
No, that's what's his name?
Yeah,
He
what do
was,
you want?
Who the hell?
damn, who was Norm doing? Shit.
He was doing Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, yes.
He was like,
Yes.
Mr. Burt Reynolds. Yeah, that's not my name. He's in there chomping on gum with a big foam cowboy hat.
Okay, Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, what do you want?
Mr. Connery. The penis mightier than a sword. Like that shit. I just love all of it.
Oh, wait. I love it when he's like, you could literally put down anything and you win. He puts down a V. Yes, V is a 5 for Roman numerals. That is correct. And then he's like, can we see what you wagered? Suck it, Trebek.
Latish now.
Did Sean Connery ever show up on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, no.
He never popped up. I wish he would have popped up once when he was doing that segment. But
No, I think he did.
They did that
he did.
segment, but they did it with no, they did it with Alex Trebek. They actually had Alex Trebek on there with Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
while he was
Yeah, it was
That's-
Trebek and
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. And he's like, why are you doing that? Shit was hilarious.
real quick, going back to 007, Graham Dixon. But when you're looking for semi-realistic, it's the Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
So
For the
focusing back on
But
007.
what he said beforehand was, for the machismo, you got to have Sir Sean Connery.
Oh yeah. He's the one. Yeah, he was. What did he do when she was like, "You gonna hand me a towel?" And he handed her her heels. Like, yeah, bitch. I want to see you naked. Yes. So he taught us our toxic masculine ways.
Wait. Let's just call it what it is. He had some of the best Bond titles. Thunderball, Pussy. What was it?
Pussy.
Octopussy.
He just had to throw that one in there. He was waiting to throw that one in there.
Because we don't want to get monetized for anything around here.
Just gave that up a minute ago.
It's a movie. It's literally called Octopus. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let's just be real. For video game Bonds, we always want Brosnan, because GoldenEye will still be forever the greatest James Bond game ever made.
He was from our gen. He was our Bond. He was our generation Bond.
Mm-hmm.
So when he stopped and Daniel Craig picked up, it's like, all right, okay. But I was gonna say, so I was introduced to James Bond's movies by my grandfather. Of course, he showed me a lot of movies, and I stopped watching after Pierce Brosnan. I watched Skyfall, and I kind of just fell off after that. Maybe it's because I was caught up in the Marvel craze, and I'm a comic book nerd, but I haven't really sat down to watch them. I see they still have the Aston Martin in there with the machine guns and everything, and a blonde Bond kind of didn't sit right with me, but I don't know. GoldenEye is the best Bond. This is the best Bond game. Yes, it is. You break out this Nintendo 64, you're still gonna play it and catch that in.
And no odd job.
Oh no.
Nah, dude, it's odd job slappers only, bro.
Dude.
Come on now.
Golden Guns. Brian Jones, what's cracking? We are talking 007 right now.
Ryan, what's happening?
What are you guys' opinions on the James Bond universe and things?
I'm gonna actually, yes, GoldenEye is the best Bond video game for multiplayer. I will give you that. There was one they had one on PlayStation called From Russia with Love. that one was actually really good too. That was
That was
actually a
good
really
too.
good story-driven game. Facts.
Okay. All right.
And Bond, I've always been a fan of Bonds going back to Sean Connery. I literally own every Bond film. Well, I mean, barring the newest ones, but I have the Bond collection on Blu-ray, and it's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just have like a dungeon with nothing but fucking
Yes.
movies wall to wall, going from fucking reels all the way to Betamax to fucking diskettes.
Not that much.
Not the
I mean,
Betamax.
I think
Not the
I
Betamax.
if I had to guess, I probably own around probably about 3,000 or 4,000 movies.
Jesus. Well,
Again, I don't do drugs. I don't drink that much, so I just spend my money
Movies
on
and
what I like.
collectibles.
Movies, collectibles,
I'm
and
not
video
hating.
games.
I'm not hating. I think it's amazing. I pray that I am financially capable of doing that one day. But my
Well,
money
what
is
if
gone
streaming
all
rights
into
is?
comics.
All right, wait. Going into the comments because Graham had to be that guy. What you know about James Bond Jr.? Great cartoon. I don't give a shit what people say. That was an awesome cartoon. And who remembers James Pond Jr.? Oh yeah, when they did it with about a tadpole. Yeah, they did that too.
No, what you missed above though, when he was talking about GoldenEye the game, he hated the golden gun in the complex.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Golden
yeah.
Gun
Oh,
was busted. We all had that one friend that would run around with Oddjob and the Golden Gun, and we just want to kill him.
Dude,
Yeah.
go sit down. That's Leo. Everybody say hi, Leo.
Hi, Leo.
Hey, Leo. Hey, Ro, am I good?
No, you're still doing it.
Am I
Yeah.
good now, Ro?
Yeah. You're not going back anymore. I just want to let you know. I was trying
You
not
know,
to interrupt the
I
flow.
appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah. So what are your expectations for? Oh, did anybody else have anything else about the James Bond universe? Dragon, you ain't say shit. What's up?
I mean,
Say something.
as y'all already know, I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of older movies. So my introduction to Bond wasn't Sean Connery; it was Pierce Brosnan. So
Mhm.
I've
But
watched.
you have watched your James Bond movie, right?
I have not gone back to watch any of the old James Bond's movies.
In the spectrum of James Bond films, have you at least watched one?
I told you I've watched from Pierce Brosnan up. So I've watched all of Pierce Brosnan
I
and
had to be sure.
right. I watched all of Pierce Brosnan and all of Daniel Craig's. I would say Daniel Craig, as Graham was saying, he gives you that more realistic that hey, he's not this super person who never loses. He's fighting and he's catching some L's. But I would say at one point in time his movies slowed down entirely too much and kind of just got, I guess you'd say, too story driven for a Bond character, in my opinion. It was
Mhm.
it was like Casino Royale, him playing poker. That's pretty much the premise of the movie, and it's like I came to watch a Bond movie.
Mhm.
Yes, Drew.
May I interject?
Yes.
If you go back and watch a lot of the older Bond movies, that actually happens in a lot of the older Bond movies. So, I mean, him playing poker in the casino was literally a throwback to the like Sean Connery era
Mhm.
and Roger Moore era playing poker, because that's what they did. I mean, if you want to watch, so this is how you look at Bond movies. If you want to watch pure shenanigans, go back and watch classic Bond.
Mhm.
Just the amount of shenanigans that they do is ridiculous. Now, if you want to watch a more realistic version of Bond, you go and watch Daniel Craig.
Okay.
That's just how it is. Go ahead, bro.
So the only one that I'm going to say that has more shenanigans than the older Bond would be the person that they cast to play a non so much Bond, and Austin Powers, Michael Myers.
Yo, I love those movies. I fucking love those.
Good. It's so good.
Yo, is that
No, but
it looks like a giant dictator.
He got
we're talking about
two balls.
Hey, pay attention, Wayne.
Um,
When they had Ozzy Osbourne, remember? And he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, these damn twits! They're just doing the same tired joke over and over again."
With
What about this?
with this long
Well,
shaft.
Johnson. No, the only thing that made me think of the Austin Powers is the Leo talk. And you know, when they in the second one, they were talking about how they acquired Hollywood, where they have such actors as Leo, and he just goes, Leo. It's favorite.
No.
I laughed so hard at some of the stupid stuff in that movie.
So I'm trying to reel it back into what we were talking about.
Yes.
So I do stop. We will be talking freaking British for the rest of the night. So as far as No Time to Die, we got some notable actors showing up there. In my opinion, most notably, we have Latasha Lynch, and she was not Carol Danvers in the MCU. She was in the Marvel movie, Miss Marvel. That's what I was thinking of. She was Spectrum's mother in Miss Marvel's movie, and she's she's playing a role of Naomi, who's another 00 spy, black woman. So, and she's also fine as hell. I said I wasn't going to be thirsty about this, but damn, she's bad. She's so bad. I can't wait to see her in this movie. She's in it. Christoph Waltz is reprising his role as Blofeld, which he's amazing in everything he does. Like I want to learn German just so I can have a conversation with this man. That's how amazing of an actor he is. And also Rami, how do I say his name? Rami Malek. There we go. Okay. Yes, he is. He played. He's played so much shit. He played Freddie Mercury, which I fucking love Freddie. Rest in peace. He's in there. He's playing. I'm not even going to try to say the fucking name of the character he's playing. I can't pronounce that shit at all. It's too many fucking consonants. Look it up on IMDb and text me. I don't know. But yeah, we got a good cast going. I think this is going to be a good. I'm looking forward to seeing this one. I will acquire a way to watch this one as well because I'm not going back to the theaters unless it's Marvel.
I think it's on Paramount Plus, actually.
Then I will acquire a way.
It's either Paramount Plus or Amazon. I can't remember.
Oh, if it's on Amazon, I got it. I'm watching it.
Really, Graham? He used to be 008 on AOL. Not AOL.
Jesus.
Wow. Telling your age, sir. Telling your age. Leave Leo alone. Leo does stuff. Okay, people? Leo he just makes noises, and he knows when these lights come on, sit your ass down in that damn cage.
Sub-Xerox, really?
Okay, do we all remember our old AOL AIM?
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's too embarrassing.
No.
How could I forget it? It's very embarrassing.
What is it, Trey?
Lova 69.
What about you, Drew? What's yours?
Mine was Throw. No, was it? Yeah, one of them was Throw 83, and then the other one was Blood Moon. Blood Moon. Throw as in THROE, not the throw that you would think. Throw like meaning pain and torment. Thank you.
I got what you meant.
Yeah.
Come on, Dragon. Even though you still probably use yours to this day, Dragon.
No. Little Ludacris 21.
Oh shit.
It's almost as bad as mine. Shady S550.
Oh shit. No, but you understood my level of a reference then. You got it. Okay, all right. Because I have had facial hair my entire life, and I used to get the Ludacris chops shaved into my sideburns. So, and I had cornrows. Dear God, what was I doing when I was 18? Anyway,
yes, I understand. That's always like when he said, "Hey, say your AOL." I'm like, "Oh shit, no, God, no."
I thought I could rap. I was trying to be a rapper. Dear God.
That makes two of us, which is what's really sad about that.
Back on subject.
Yes. Okay. So, anything else about? So, speaking of James Bond and Daniel Craig, what? Graham, this is your fault. Shut up. You started this. Speaking of nostalgia characters, as James Bond has been a legacy character who has routinely, after a period of time, passed the torch. And we wanted to have a conversation based on just that with some of our most favorite characters in media, movies, TV, whatever have you. Another notable one is Doctor Who. They've routinely changed over characters and passed the torch. Sorry, Drew, go ahead.
I was just going to tell you, James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm being technical
Mhm.
and realistic at the same time. James Bond is just the character name of the actual 00.
Mhm.
So it doesn't really matter. That's why they can change the character because it's a status. That's why anybody can play James Bond.
Okay, and we're going to get into
Just
that. So, you know, fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's get
we're
into
gonna
that
get into
now because I know what you're referring to. And let's just ask the question. Who would you like to play the next James Bond?
Somebody besides me go first.
Oh, I wanted him to go first because I was going to tear that ass up. But go ahead. Anybody else?
You know, I enjoyed the rumors of Idris Elba potentially being the next Bond. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie.
Okay. Ro?
I'm thinking about this one, so pass for right now.
Well,
Who
since
would you like to see, Trey?
who would I like to see? Honestly, I think what's the guy who's playing Venom right now? I forgot his name.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. I
Hardy?
think he could pull it off. I think he would make a good Bond. He'd have to be a little bit less rugged than he's usually done in movies, but he could probably bring it a little bit closer down to earth, like a Daniel Craig, and give us a more realistic ass kicker, so to speak. Even though he's like 5'5", but Daniel Craig's is 5'7", so ain't that much. But he could play it. I think he could play the role.
Okay.
I got mine.
I mean, I could see him playing him. I could see Idris Elba doing it. I could see. Oh God, who else? I mean, I'm not, and to be honest with you, because a lot of people, and it pisses me off when people do this,
Mhm.
but a lot of people were opposed to having an African American James Bond, which I think is stupid.
African
I think-
Englishman. But go ahead.
Whatever, but you know what I mean. I'm saying
got
they
actors
don't.
no more.
A
Whatever,
lot
it is
of
what it
people
is.
are getting mad because a person of color may play James Bond, but at this day and age, it doesn't really fucking matter. Get somebody that can fucking act, get somebody that can play the fucking character, and move on.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So well, go ahead, Drew.
I
Bro.
got mine. Jason Statham. I just like Jason Statham movies, so
No, God no. Please,
It'd be James Bond as a transporter.
Basically,
That's what it would be.
that's exactly what it'd be.
I mean, he
I'd be
can
okay
do
with
it
that.
because he has a look, but I mean, he's too old for it.
Yeah,
54. He's
Although
not
then
too old
again,
for it.
Sean Connery
I wouldn't-
didn't
I
play
wouldn't-
James Bond until he was like 65.
I wouldn't say he's too old for it.
mhm.
I just don't feel he
I
has.
mean, he has the chops, but I don't think he has that much of a chop or that much range to do it.
When I envision James Bond, you have to be smooth, you have to be debonair, you have to be a man of mystery, like the others have been in the past. My reasoning for not selecting Idris Elba, if I was the person that pressed the button to select the next James Bond, wouldn't be because he can't do those things. It's because he's too old. I don't want to see a salt and pepper James Bond. He should be a late 20, early 30 looking gentleman who's smooth English and just ready to kill. So
Apparently, Ro has
ahead.
something
Did
he
you
wants to
not
say.
see any of the James Bonds with freaking Sean Connery? That man salt and pepper like into his
Yeah, because he
played
played
into
it for
his-
so damn long. But he started out, he was still, he was Sean fucking Connery.
Well, yeah, I mean, he
Here.
started playing the role, I believe, when he was like in his 30s.
Yes.
I want to say.
So late, like I said, late 20s, early 30s. But go ahead, bro.
Hear me out. If we can get him to speak in an English accent the entire time, Ryan Reynolds as James Bond.
No.
He could not.
No.
Now you talk about people having chops. I don't think Ryan has emotional chops. I haven't seen him in anything that he's not going to try to be funny in.
Yeah.
I know. I just think it would be really funny.
Oh, it would be hilarious. It would be freaking hilarious, and I would
How about
watch
this?
it.
Everybody out there, how about this? Everybody out there in YouTube land who's watching us right now, who do you think should be the next
Drop
James
your comments.
Bond?
Drop your comments.
Drop your comments. tell
YouTube,
us
or if you're watching on Twitch, that one person, or is it
on
just me?
Twitch.
It might just be me on Twitch, but
Hey,
doesn't matter. But yeah, drop them in the comments. Tell us who you would think would play a good James Bond, if you could think of one. If somebody says Channing Tatum, I'm going to block you. Anyway,
we're gonna have Magic Mike as James Bond now.
oh, dear God, we don't
Whoa,
need that.
and
He's
you
gonna
know
bust a move.
The chick, the chick that he's with.
You lucky I can't block you. Brianna.
Aldous Hodge.
You You think I haven't heard that one before there? Tell you
what
what,
was I
go
gonna
get your
say?
Jared Leto poster and have
The
fun.
girl, the who'd you say the black girl was?
The double up.
LaShawn Lynch.
Yeah, she's actually playing 007.
She's
You know that,
007
right?
is so James Bond is the character's name. His designation is 007. There are other 007s, but classically James Bond has been the one we've been following. So it's not like your classification is 007 James Bond. No, it's I'm James Bond and I happen to be a 007. That's what it is.
Now, with that, my curveball question.
Okay.
You'd be opposed to having a female-led 007 movie?
Me personally, or are you just saying in general?
Just in general.
Me personally. Okay, so
curveball question, gentlemen.
Okay, so everybody. I said in general. My bad. I'll go first. I don't want to see it. I want to see a woman taking a different role. I don't want her to follow in the footsteps of a James Bond. I want her to be her own character, have her own story, and do her own thing. We do enough pandering out here as it is. Yes, women are important. Yes, they are. And I love them. I am not against that at all. However, let's give them some new shit. Let's give them their own shit. And let's see them do their own shit their own way. So, no 007 movie with a female James Bond. You're just pandering for women's money. That's all you're doing. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead.
Ro?
Oh, I'm going to stand last on this one. I'm not going to lie. I'm sitting last for this one.
Darren? Or Dragon? Sorry. Jesus.
I agree. I agree with Mr. Proper. Yeah. Do something unique. Create something for them. Not just say, "Hey, we're just going to throw this man out and throw this woman in his place." Like it's just that simple. We have enough talent that can create something for one. Jane Bond, really?
It's James, bro.
But yeah, there's enough talent out there to create a story specifically for them, rather than say, "Hey, we're just gonna throw this man out and throw a woman in his place and still be the same." Because then, what are you gonna make? You're gonna have her chasing men and women. I mean, what you gonna do at that point in time?
They're gonna make her a lesbian. They're gonna make her a lesbian.
I got a curveball on top of a curveball.
Okay, shoot.
And do you want her to be not a womanizer, but a guy who's a character that's going to, seduce men?
You just heard what Mr. Proper say. They probably end up not making her after men, but after women, which is a likelihood.
She could be bi.
What's the actress?
She's gonna have to get through. She's gonna have to sleep with people to get shit done.
Who's the actress that played Batgirl there?
Ruby
Rose.
Yeah, I can actually see her pulling that off.
Ruby Rose. Yeah, but she's not.
Okay, I can get behind Graham on that one. Yes, Salt and Peppermint were definitely good movies.
Yeah, they were damn good movies.
But they were their own characters.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Stop.
I can agree with you on that.
I wouldn't. My answer is no. I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want to see it because I know what you're doing. You're pandering for the dollar. Stop taking stories, because all they're going to do is going to take all the good stuff from all the stories and cobble them together to make this woman empowerment BS story to try to get women feeling this type of way when really they don't give a fuck about you. They just want your fucking money. And it's going to be some shit in there that's going to be like, I hate men and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Jane Bond. I get it. Would y'all watch gay James Bond? Okay. It's James Bond.
Sure.
All right.
Rose said Jane Bond likes her cosmos shaken, not stirred.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, and as far as sexual orientation, I feel the same. Like, don't pander. If you're gonna make it, you could be the greatest spy in the world, and you could be doing what you got to do it in your nightlife. I don't care. Are you going to save the world? Are you going to stop Blofeld? What are you doing? But do you pander.
Want to see them having sex with men on screen?
It's people kissing, dude. It is what it is. I used to hang out with friends who went to a club around the way called Apex, and dudes was in there kissing all the time. And I went there because they have straight female friends who had nobody to dance with. So I had plenty of fun that night. I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, too good. Are you trying to kiss me? then we're okay. Now, stay over there. We're good.
Oh, that's great.
I did have to yell. What? Okay, checking out the comments on YouTube. I'm just gonna go ahead and start reading it down. Out the time, would y'all watch a game James Bond? Answer that. And that's what I'm saying. It's the same story, but not the same amount of dollars. Exactly.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
he put it all in caps. He did have to. Yes, you did have to yell it. I get you. So there should. I'm all about equality. I'm all about people having an equal chance. I only care about the story.
Wow, he
So
is
does
calling
Leo
you out
apparently.
right now.
So does
He is
Leo.
calling you out.
Leo agrees with you, sir.
He's fighting for our friends out there. But I just want a good story. I just want a good story. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and say I go searching out for different oriented movies. If it's a good story, I'll watch it. I didn't watch Brokeback Mountain because, as far as I know, it's two cowboys in the mountains boning. They're in love. It doesn't interest me. It's not something I'm looking to go watch. It won an Oscar or something like that. Okay, cool. That good for you. You should have cast the two gay guys instead of two straight guys. How about that? Fuck Hollywood.
I will say this much, and I'm going to say a movie title, and Trey, it might trigger Trey, it might not, but this is exactly
Change the name of the
why
show
you
to
need
Trigger Trey. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I'm saying this is exactly why I agree with you on why they just need to create their own stories and not try and do anything special with it. Ghostbusters, an all-female cast, could have been its own fucking story and shouldn't have relied on any of the original Ghostbuster stuff. They should have they wanted to make a female fucking role, just make the movie, make it good. No, they used the Ghostbuster name in order to fucking sell tickets, and that's all they did.
I mean, they did it. It's just it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny, and they of course pandered.
Some of it was what's her name? Kate McKinnon was the only thing that was like really good in that.
I didn't laugh at all.
That was like what the Egon of the group.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, visually it looked amazing.
Yeah.
But
speaking of
story-wise,
Speaking of Ghostbusters, though, November this year.
November
Yeah.
19th.
November
We get
19th.
another Ghostbusters.
I'm excited about this one.
That's if it
I
doesn't
really
get
am.
pushed again.
I mean, if it
It's
does,
gotten pushed 3 times.
Release date says November 11th, 2021.
No, it's November 19th, 2021. It got pushed again.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at it right now. It says November 11th.
I'm telling you,
agree
I
to
read
disagree.
it on
Agree to
Wikipedia.
disagree. Agree to
It's
disagree.
November
Mom and
19th.
Dad, stop fighting.
To disagree, because we'll be here all
Look it
night.
up. It got pushed back because something got.
Gentlemen, you're both right. All right. You're both right until somebody's not. So anyway, back to what he was originally saying. As far as the nostalgia passing the torch thing, did everybody answer who they would want to see play James Bond? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So other notable characters that should be passing the torch. We talked in our meeting a little bit. I wasn't there because I was at work. I'm not going to fake the funk. I'm sorry about that. But Han Solo. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Indiana Jones.
That's who he is in my head. I'm sorry.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Would you like to see Indiana Jones' torch be passed like a James Bond, or would you like to see the character story end much like Han Solo, definitively? Dragon, you go first.
Indiana Jones. I mean, I could say that story could probably end. I don't see a need for it to continue. I haven't seen a market for it for people interested in it. I mean, because right now the next big thing in that nature is Uncharted, which is based off PlayStation. So that is the new Indiana Jones. So yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Rep, did you get that message? Just want to make sure you got that message.
Yeah, did you get the message in Discord, by the way? I'll tell you what, I'm taking a picture of it too on the internet, and we'll just go ahead and go that route.
That's off of IMDb, bro. I'm just telling you. Anyways. Oh my god. Do I really have to look at this?
No, y'all
Our
don't.
audience
Y'all,
can't look at it.
I mean,
Our
you
audience
can
can't
you
look at
can
it.
continue with the the thing we're talking about since we're on the show live on air where people can hear us.
Because I know my vote for my vote for it would be Chris Pratt. I'd like him to give it to Chris Pratt.
Mhm.
I think Chris Pratt would be a good, solid character to pass the torch to. It was rumored at one point that Chris Pratt
Mhm.
was going to take the mantle, and I mean, technically, you don't have to kill off Dr. Jones.
Mhm.
You don't have to kill off Indiana or
Harrison
Junior.
Ford.
Is he? Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
I know. You don't have to kill off the character Indiana Jones. He could just be saying, "I'm too old for this shit," and hand it off. I mean, and it doesn't even have to be Indiana Jones. He could just pass it off to the next person
Mhm.
that wears the fedora and the hat. I mean, it is what it is. It
The fedora
wears
and the
fedora
hat.
and no, fedora and the whip.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying.
He had
But
two on.
I got you. I'm just fucking with him.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know who could better play Indy. I mean,
Hmm.
you could. I know Rose probably be like, "Oh, it's gonna be Ryan Reynolds." No, it's not. Ryan Reynolds is too funny for the role. Um,
Oh, Muffin, you calling me out because you're salty?
I'm not because I know I'm
Oh,
right,
you are.
and I can go.
Checking the comments
know
on
I'm right.
YouTube, Graham Dixon says Chris Pratt is getting that Jurassic Park money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but this is
And that
Yeah, you don't
Guardians of the
think Chris
Galaxy money.
Pratt would get that Indiana Jones money? Come on.
I
now.
mean,
Yes,
Disney
he
owns
would.
that too, so they just got to
Yeah,
write him
he'll
2 checks
pay.
now.
Yeah. No, because
So,
I think that this is his last Guardians.
Really?
He's not playing Star Lord anymore after this. I don't
Hmm.
think
He'd be stupid to
because
do
they say
that.
they're going to change the lineup again.
Hmm.
You'd be
because
stupid.
Drax doesn't want, Batista doesn't want to be Drax anymore.
Batista is a
And-
whiny.
and-
Never mind. Never mind.
and-
No.
Yeah,
as much
I
as
love
as
the
much-
fact that he says that, but yet he's doing all the commercials for Disney Plus.
He wants to
Yeah,
do
I
it
know.
like Dave Batista wants to be this serious. He wants to be taken seriously as an actor. I understand that, but dude, you're a big mixed tattooed dude. This is perfect for all they have to. They're you have all of Drax's tattoos. They're your tattoos now, or they were your tattoos. They paint them red. They paint you green. You pull out 2 swords and you say some stupid shit and you make money. Shut the fuck up. You don't even. My friend Gary Peebles does all your stunts. Shut the fuck up and play the role, you big bitch. Ugh.
He says he doesn't want to do it because he's getting too old to have shirtless roles.
The fuck?
At
Do
one-
more push-ups.
Hold on.
Shut
At
the
one
fuck
point in
up.
time, he was talking about it was because of the director not being part of it
James
anymore.
Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn.
James Gunn.
You know,
But,
he don't
I
know.
mean,
He doesn't know what he wants to
well,
reason.
originally, you're not wrong. Originally, he wasn't going to play Drax in Guardians 3. It was because James Gunn got
Mhm.
fired from the MCU. Which, oh, by the way, you remember that good old show Mandalorian?
Mhm.
You know who's coming back as Cara Dune?
Who?
Gina Carino is coming back as Cara Dune. At least they're talking to her again. Yes.
well, they're taking a year hiatus off of it anyway.
Mhm.
So
Hopefully the
I
shit
just,
dies
don't
down.
see-
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, and I'm pretty sure when we were talking about Rick and Morty the other day, yeah, I guess they are doing a movie.
Really?
Live
Rick and
action
Morty movie?
Yeah.
I'll watch it. I'll
Live
watch it.
action.
I just didn't think that.
Oh man!
I mean,
please don't.
what is his name? Christopher
Please don't
Lloyd.
tell me
Christopher
that.
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
I don't know. I've never seen him in a role where he can like be Rick. You know, Rick from Rick and Morty is a full on fucking force, and he's not holding any punches.
Yeah, he's basically Doc Brown on steroids.
Yeah, literally. So we'd have to get Christopher Lloyd to like amp it up to 20.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd be excited to see it. As far as other
I mean,
notable, go ahead.
I'd see it, but I can't sit there and say that I'd be excited about it. A live act like I can't do a live action Rick and Morty. You just can't.
Why?
Go watch the show and you'll find out why.
I have watched the show. I'm on like season 3 now.
Oh, okay. So we're yeah. Christopher Lloyd could not do half the shit that they do in the show and make it actually funny. You're talking a full blown raging alcoholic genius who's always into some sort of shit and fucking everything in the process. And you want to sign Christopher Lloyd up for that one? I don't see him
As
doing it.
long as they do it rated R,
They're
I'm
not
okay.
going to do a rated R. We're talking about something that's going to be produced by Cartoon Network. No.
That is definitely not a kids show at all.
It's not going to be. You can't. But they would still try to sell the toys.
And yeah, oh yeah. And before we really move on, I do want to weigh into this Indiana Jones comment. I think they should kill him off. I think that you've done enough damage with Crystal Skull. As much as Godoni thinks I was going to go with Ryan Reynolds, I say you got to kill him off by now. You tried it with Shia LaBeouf. You tried valiantly, and then we ruined it. So just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you could give it up and just not make money. But here's the problem with Hollywood. Hollywood wants to make money.
This
Yeah,
is
but
true.
Spielberg-
It was what was it? No, I get it. I was at my dad's house yesterday because I had to go over there and help him do something. And the trailer for the new Wonder Years came on. Right?
What would you do with
Yeah,
his
exactly.
attitude?
And my dad goes, "What the fuck? Why are they calling it the Wonder Years?" I go, "Because it's Hollywood, Dad."
Wasn't it?
Because it was a movie based on the show was based on a movie. And you get what I'm saying? Like they've done it multiple times. And like I told my dad, I go, it's because Hollywood doesn't create original stories anymore. Hollywood hasn't created original stories since like the 50s. A remake of something. It doesn't really matter. Okay? Hollywood has no original ideas anymore.
I agree.
Okay? That's empty as shit. They go, hey, what can we redo to fucking put out there to make money? That's all it is. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they are going to beat the shit out of any movie that has made money in the last 30 years because it is a nostalgia factor, because they know people like our jackasses will go and see it because it has a name attached to it. Well, most of us in this I will see it. I went now. Don't get me wrong. I went and saw Indiana Jones in the theater. The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Literally walked out of the theater and go, well, that was nothing but a money fucking grab, because they put the title Indiana Jones in it, knowing people were going to go see it.
Well, and that's the thing.
I had
right? That's the thing. I have to agree with you. You're right. They're gonna label it and package it however they're going to make money. Does not stop me. That's where I'll draw the line. I think that's a movie I don't think I'd actually watch. Is the newest Indiana Jones, wherever they decide to go for, because there's some things about the originals that you just can't mess with. You can't change the dynamic that Harrison Ford brought to Indy. Even by adding Shia LaBeouf, like it's just a mistake. You have your first three. We don't talk about the fourth one, but we have the three. They try to sell it as a box set of 4, but let's just be real. Most of us use the fourth one as a coaster rather than a DVD.
Yeah.
Frisbee.
Or you just leave it in the packaging and never take it out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get it. I mean, there's a lot of shit that I love from when I was a kid that they're making over again, and it's like
the kitty fucking He-Man. Yeah.
Well, they are remaking Masters of the Universe. They've been in like production hell for like the last 10 years.
What's been in production hell? Avatar. The sequels to Avatar have been
2022. The next it's coming out in 2022.
When did it first come out?
So when it was first announced, it's been pushed back a couple of times.
All right.
Yeah, but they've actually filmed it. They're filming, I think it's like 4 movies back to back to back to back. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Audible question. If you wanted to push them to rebrand or remake something, right? What would you push them to remake? What would we push them to see that we want to see?
Not a goddamn thing. Because I'd rather just see an original story.
I'll say this. I do love. I'm a stickler for original story. But if you can remake something, it kind of becomes its own story. They were onto something with like RoboCop. They remade it, but they also bastardized it. If they did it right and they did it like the comics and they made it gory, they made it bloody, kind of like the original movies were, it would have done a lot better. Hell, they remade Total Recall. If they did that right, it would be so much better. If they continued, what's his name? The dude who went to Mars from the John is John Carter from Mars?
Yes, John Carter.
If they continued that, even that was a good story, and it's based on a book. I didn't read the book yet. I need to read it. It's in my Audible queue, but it was a good story, and they could have continued
But
that.
it was a flop.
I'm sorry.
It was a Hollywood flop.
It was because nobody knew what it was, and then people go back and watch it later. And hell, Scarface was a flop. Scarface was a flop, and then people made it a cult following after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
People went back and watched John Carter from Mars and were like, "Damn, this actually was pretty good. This is a good story. This is different."
It's a good movie.
So I'm not even gonna limit this to stuff that Hollywood's done.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're gonna talk anything that has been popular at one point
Mhm.
and you want to see them rebrand it with a new story,
I got one. I do have one.
Okay.
I actually don't want to see him rebranded. I want to see him continue it and it be the kids of the original kids that were in the original movie. Monster Squad. I'd like to see him do a sequel to Monster Squad.
Okay. That'd be interesting.
Like, I mean, and update it with newer monsters. You know what I mean?
Should Dracula be sparkling? Gotta trigger somebody else in this motherfucker.
Hold on, wait.
You got a matching pair? There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
There's the other one right there for you.
Dracula just pops
I'm
out.
sorry, I get it,
Be
but-
shiny.
But the sad thing is if you go back and watch Lost Boys,
That was a good movie.
when they come out of the cave after they stab one of the vampires, look at their clothes.
Mm,
They're shining because
mm.
they have shining blood.
Okay.
I'm not even. They are literally sparkling in the sun from shiny blood.
Wow. Real quick on
But I mean, they're not shiny vampires, so that's okay.
real quick on the comments on YouTube, Graham Dixon. I'm writing a movie. Okay. Don't read the book. I'm assuming he's talking about John Carter. Don't disappoint me like that. I was going to get into it. It was about a Confederate soldier who woke up on Mars and could. Yes. Because of his bone density, he was like super strong there. I like it. It's kind of got a feel of an isekai from anime on it. Like you go to a different world and you are super powerful. I like that idea. I would love to wake up, assuming everything at home is fine. I'd love to wake up in a different world with superpowers. That's my dream. I still want my mutant genes to kick in at some point. So
we all supposed to get those.
Yeah, at 16, like what the fuck? 20 years too late. So anything else you'd like to see rebooted?
Dragon.
I
got one. I want to see them actually do like a Street Sharks. I want to see them do an actual Street Sharks.
A reboot. Now, do you want them to be campy or do you want them to be real sharks?
That's where I got to go with the real sharks aspect. Like, I want to see them do
Sharknado.
something really cool with it.
There you go, Sharknado.
You sick puppy.
Oh god. You know what? That movie got such a following because of how bad it was that they actually made a magic card off of it called the Shark Typhoon, and it's literally a Shark Typhoon that spawns shark tokens.
That would be hilarious. That would be awesome.
Oh, I have another one that I'm pretty sure people in here can maybe get behind.
Okay.
Not so much a reboot as I'd like to see an actual movie. Gargoyles.
That would be fucking awesome. That would be epic.
I thought they were talking about
it, but the only way they can do it is as long as they get isn't it Keith David? Yeah, you have to get Keith David as Goliath.
So you want CGI gargoyles?
Yeah, I mean you're gonna have to do CGI.
No, we can do practical effects. You can do practical effects and some CGI. Do
you think the practical effect will look good?
Yes, dude. Come on, you're a monster lover, dude. Like how could you even say that? You wouldn't want to see somebody painted and their actual expressions as they're acting. Delilah. Yeah, I don't want to see a fucking computer do that shit.
I would like to see it with practical mixed with CGI, as long as it's done right.
Yeah,
that's it.
like
because like you could get like, what is it, like the Lion King style CGI where it looks no, wait, looks ultra realistic but has a decent CGI look. You get what I'm saying, right?
no, because
As
they're
long as
not
it,
real creatures,
they
so you can't do ultra
no,
realistic.
they ruined
I'm
the.
just saying I'd like it to be an ultra realistic looking CGI
Okay, and
with practical effects
yes.
undertones.
So, but I think you would, in my opinion, you would have their action, their fighting. You know, you don't want to see people with prosthetic wings on trying to battle each other out and shit. No, you don't want that. But it would be interesting to see it. But if I had to see it, it would either be stop motion, so you actually capture their faces like they did with Thanos and Josh Brolin, or the Hulk. You know, something like that, where it's showing those facial expressions. But otherwise, like, yeah, I'm all for it. Gentlemen, we had one, well, we tried to get into it, but we'll save it for next time. So next week, we are going to talk about,
Criminals.
what did we say?
Criminals.
Criminal movies. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. And we're going to get into it in the following week. We'll talk about spy movies. We'll kind of revisit this whole James Bond thing, because I did want to ask you guys, who do you think would win in a battle between James Bond? And find out next time on Snack and Flick. I'm not going to say it now. All right, gentlemen. Good.
Can we talk about how the real criminal movie would be whatever Hollywood decides to recreate next for us?
Facts.
I mean, they're already robbing us with Venom, so I mean,
they're robbing you guys because I've got what?
Who,
Acquisitions. Anyway.
who said I was going to go pay to go watch this?
I'm not even paying to go watch.
Oh my god!
I pay
You
for
do,
Marvel.
Drew. You pay. You pay with your subscription.
I pay after so many movies, but
You
I
pay
mean,
with your
I'm not paying
subscription,
to stop.
correct? You pay with your subscription,
Yeah.
right? So you're still paying nonetheless.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
I do have one. I do have
Mhm.
another serious question to ask. We were on like private before we go live, like we did for what? How long? 40, 30 minutes. How come no one told me my shirt was on inside out?
Because nobody's looking that close at you.
Nobody's looking at you.
Before we go,
I just noticed it myself.
You know what? You wouldn't have that problem if you went over to Instagram and hit up Uniquely Savage and got a new shirt from them. No, just saying. They got your boy looking nice. Shout out to them. Hey, I got to get it in. Hey, they dress your boy. But gentlemen, tell them where they can find you. They can find your boy Trey Proper everywhere you can social media at. But where can they find you?
Dragon Chills everywhere, as you should know.
Godoni on Snack and Flick, Godoni on Facebook, and I'm also there at the Horrific Network. We're on a break right now, but come see us Tuesdays when we get back.
You can find me at Twitch TV, RO_Nemesis, or at RO Nemesis Gaming on Facebook. Which I will say, I do plan to stream again pretty regularly this week for the new Magic set, so come check me out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Hold on. For a quick second. I want to thank everyone who came onto YouTube to watch us. If you take a quick moment, subscribe, like the video, just to help us out as we can grow, we really appreciate that.
We do.
Yeah, we do. Thank you guys for listening to us banter.
All righty. We'll catch you next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Same bat time, same bat channel.